What's up, good people? This is how I am losing up to 35 pounds, even despite perimenopause, in the next 75 days. Was that clear? That's too many numbers. I'm I'm in the middle of perimenopause. No, I started perimenopause this year. I did not know this, it just happened. We'll make another video about all the symptoms that literally come overnight and take you by surprise. If you are It can start as early as in your 30s, especially if you've had an ovarian surgery, cystectomy, any type of operation near your uterus or ovaries. Y'all, so it triggers early perimenopause. So basically, I hit this fluctuation with my weight. I had always fluctuated with my weight most of my life, but this past year it was different. I felt like I was working out harder and just really sluggish, really tired. Even when I slept well, I would just wake up tired, frozen shoulder, itchy ears, host of random stuff, night sweats, mood swings, irritability that felt irrational, just deep rage for no reason. Perimenopause is scary, y'all. So thank goodness I had a friend Sly who told me to get my panels checked, and it's basically called a hormone panel. You can do this at any clinic or your primary care physician. And yeah, they were like, "Oh, you messed up, girl, in Thai," because I got it done here earlier this year, and it was so overwhelming to be given all this information about something that would be happening to my body and my hormones that I had no warning about. And, as a woman, you learn about your periods, and then you kind of know that menopause is coming in your 40s, 50s, late. So there's this gap between, I don't know, your 30s to your 40s where no one really talks about what happens to women's bodies. And thank goodness now there's a lot more education, but even still, you think that it's not going to happen until your 40s. So anyways, once I was able to get some prescribed supplements to kind of balance myself out, I feel so much more just myself. It's crazy because perimenopause will make you feel like you're having a constant out of body experience and you just don't know why. And before you realize this perimenopause, you don't even know how to fix it. So really get your panels checked. You don't have to rush into hormone replacement therapy. I'm not doing that yet. For me, it was a matter of supplementation, just because perimenopause triggers you to be depleted in certain things where you were normal or you had high levels of. Anyways, I was like, okay, now that I know I'm in perimenopause and the type of health, um, oh, I always make these videos right before my massage therapist comes. That was a 15-minute warning. So y'all, oh, okay, we gotta rush. She just arrived. Okay, so I realized that I had done 75 hard 3 years ago, and that was the last time I felt like I was in the best shape of my life. Prior to that, I played semi-pro basketball in Spain for La Liga Femenina Dos, Club Sabadell, and that was also, I lost maybe 40 pounds in 4 months because my coach was like, we need to get you in shape. Because I have like my mid-range jumper is lethal, but I have like the body and the build of a post player. So it was like I needed to be I don't know, the double whammy. So I could play in and out, but I needed to lose weight in order to be able to play out. So I knew that competition is what triggers this feeling of like, okay, let's do it. I'm ready. Let's go. And I knew that, I mean, there is no competition happening right now. So last week I went on this spree of like, okay, let me get a tennis coach, let me find a basketball court, and let me get a trainer and a nutritionist. And so, pew, 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 pew. I got four people now in my life holding me accountable, and two of them are fun. Basketball and tennis is so fun to me. Nutrition, not so much. Physical therapy slash personal training, not so much. And so I feel like it balances out. And when I did 75 hard, I also lost about 40 pounds. And again, this is not me saying that is what you should do. That's guaranteed if you do it. It's a very hard and strict program, and I don't think it's for everyone. They say to consult your physician before you try it, but I did like the competitiveness of it because the last time I did it, I was in a group chat with like, I mean, it was Mel Robbins, Jay Shetty, I don't know, Tom Bilyeu. There was like a bunch of us, Jamie Kern Lim, I think, Jenna Kutcher, like we were all committed to doing it together. So every day we would post a screenshot of us working out or our Apple Watch or Whoop Band. And so that accountability was very like, it was nice and it was very competitive because you knew that other people were in this with you. And when we got to the end, there was only two people that actually did all 75 days, me and Joel Marion, which was funny. We're both Aries, and I was like, yeah, of course, the Aries fire signs who thrive in competition were the ones to complete. So I said, I want to do 75 hard, but I want to do it my way. 75 hard in itself is not sustainable. It's a great challenge to get you active again, but it is not a way to live. It's not a way to live. And so I was, creating a modified version because I saw 75 soft and 75 hard. And I was like, okay, what would it look like if I do a soft or medium version? And I looked at it and I was like, well, I know I can do this. And that's not inspiring to me. When I know that I will succeed at something, I am not inspired. Blame my ADHD, blame being an Aries, blame being Nigerian immigrant child. I don't know. It's traumatizing. But knowing that I can accomplish something does not excite me. And so I need a chance of failure to be a part of the equation for me to want to do the thing. So I realized, why don't I go ahead and create something called 75 Harder, which y'all, okay, you ready? I'm just gonna read it to y'all. And I don't know if they didn't really approve of it, but my nutritionist knows this is what I'm doing, and so does my personal trainer and my tennis coach. So all right, first thing is 15,000 steps a day. This for me is a step up from what I did last year. Last year, for 125 days, I did 12,500 steps a day and I completed it. So it was hard. There were most nights, I would say half the time, I'm like running around the block at midnight or right before midnight to cross over the last 3,000 steps. So I know it requires a lot of intention and I'm willing, like I need there to be a slight chance of failure. So 15,000 feels like a step. And then 150 grams of protein a day. So when I talked to my nutritionist and we were going over some of the things that I've done in the past, which is mostly intermittent fasting or the OMAD diet, which is one meal a day. I'm not a big breakfast person. I'm not even really a big dinner person. I'm just kind of like a perpetual snacker. And then I eat when I remember and I eat when I feel like it. So eating can be very emotional or situational, which is not healthy because now based on how you feel, that, I don't know, triggers the decisions you make regarding your diet. So if I'm feeling lazy, I can eat cookies, and that's, of course, what's happened in Bali. There's this place called Dang Cookies in Bali, and it destroys me every time I visit. I have no less than 20 cookies of those, and they're like fat cookies. And this is 20 cookies over like 30 days, okay? Mind your business. But I love those cookies so much. And so I knew that a part of my plan, I had to cut desserts out. I am not someone that can do moderation. It is why I decided to go sober. I can, yes, cut myself off after a glass of wine, but if I live by myself and no one can see, there's nothing stopping me from having a bottle. And Aries, we do tend to be extremists. We do tend to be like all or nothing. And so it is what it is. Rather than change who I am, let me just go with the safest thing. So sober, no desserts at all. So cutting out the cookies. 150 grams of protein a day, which will be helpful in speeding up the fat loss and then also maintaining muscle. Um, yeah, you'll see. I have a lot of muscle under me because I've pretty much worked out most of my life. I would say for 2 decades of my life. So when I start to lean out, when the fat dissolves, like you start to see the muscle rip through. So the protein will really help with that. And based on my current weight, this is they actually said 170 is, the maximum. So 150 feels good. then 1,500 calories burned a day. I was doing something earlier this year where I was doing 1,000 calorie hikes and walks on the treadmill, and those are really intense. Took like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, but like really good way to just burn up a sweat. But 1,500 calories is so much easier to burn when you fit in like one walk a day, a hoop session, and then maybe playing tennis or doing a stretch or some yoga. And then 15 stand hours. This is basically, your Apple Watch will tell you like how many hours of the day were you at least on your feet for 1 minute of that hour. And y'all, there are some days where it would be like 4 hours out of 24 hours. Or let's say you're awake for 16 hours a day. Yeah, I would, 5 hours, 6 hours, like I would just be chilling. And that's the thing about, I made a video about this. When you are healed or healing, you lose your ambition a little bit. And so in seasons where I'm fulfilled and rested, I have nothing driving me. And that isn't healthy for my level of activity. And then lastly, 1.5 hours of active time a day. So 90 minutes, that is playing tennis, playing basketball, going on a walk, getting a lymphatic massage, anything like that. So I will drop all of the list basically in the video description, but again, 15,000 steps a day, 150 grams of protein a day, 1,500 calories burned a day, 15 stand hours a day, and then 1.5 hours of active time. And yes, I wanted all the numbers to be 1, 5 because ADHD, we love patterns, we love ease, we love simplicity, we love structure. And I mean, let's freaking go. Starting tomorrow, it makes 75 days until the new year. So, what have I done all this week? I have been prepping and training. 3 out of 5 days, I have succeeded with all of these goals. The other 2 days, I fell. Fell short. I either was like missing 3,000 steps. Actually, yeah, to be honest, I think it's always the steps. Oh, and then like 200 calories. So the calories and the steps are the hardest. But notice they go hand in hand. If I, walk more, I get more calories burned. So y'all, I'm excited. All of these videos, if you're watching every day, you're gonna slowly but surely see my face get snatched. And in full transparency, I have nothing against Ozempic, but I am not on that. And I want to make that very clear because I think, some people feel like that's now the only way people are losing weight. And I would have conversations with friends, and I'm just like, one, I've had so many health issues in the past. I don't know that my body is like a normal person's body. The ovarian cystectomy and laparoscopic surgery, that traumatized me. And so I just don't feel like my insides are like everyone else's. And so I don't trust my body to have the same reaction as everyone else. And on the other hand, I also saw and heard that it's something that you would have to rely on for life. There is a large chance of the weight being gained back. And ultimately, people are saying it's not a shortcut. Like you still have to eat well and work out. And I'm like, well, if that's the ultimate goal for me is eating well and being more active, let me just go straight to that. So that's why I chose it for me. And many friends are finding success on Ozempic. So I applaud everyone's path. I think you need to do what's best for you. I just wanted to share what I'm doing for me. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I'm about to be entering 2026, a new woman. I feel like at 35, halfway point of my 30s, this is the best time to get in the best shape of my life. Whatever age you are, tell yourself that it is the best time to get in the best shape of your life. And I know that I started this year with the intention of being more active and mindful with my nutrition. So the fact that it's taken me the last 2.5 months to get here, I'm just glad that we're here. Okay. So if you want to go on this journey with me, I got the description. The video description has all the specs. Definitely consult your nutritionist or physician to make sure that works for you because these numbers, especially my protein intake, is based on my current weight and my current body mass, which I'm a thick girl. So 150 grams of protein for you might make you explode. All right, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this video. Tomorrow we are starting not a new series, but we're going to be talking about different things about Bangkok and living abroad. Thank you so much for watching. If you are new, we are making videos every single day. and it's a lot of fun. So go here to learn more from me. Check out some of the things that I have, especially the Passport to Peace bundle that is on sale. That is an incredible thing, and there's a new offer for that community coming soon. And here for yesterday's video. I will talk to y'all later. Bye.